Welcome back. We're still heading around the city. So let's see about carrying on the rounds here in the Bracer Guild. There's Lashkar. So what's going on with Lashkar? Sorry you guys had to deal with my mess. I've been doing better with the guild's help though. Oh, that's cool. Well, anyway. These are some vegetables I got from work. Please take them. Oh. Make sure you tell Miss Jin I said thanks too. Wait, what? You're not giving the vegetables to me? Oh. But I helped. Where's my vegetables? I'm glad to see that Lashkar's doing better. You know, after I confessed to everything, they sent me to the HQ over in Le Mans State. They had me under re-evaluation, just to make sure I was still worthy of becoming a bracer. I mean, you're here, so I'm assuming it went well. But until those results come out, they put some restrictions on me. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed about it all, but I understand the precautions. Plus, having Lashkar come by just to see me feels like a little of a reward itself. Yep. Lashkar's always wanted to be a bracer. He even helped out around the guild for a while. After what happened a couple of weeks ago, well, I'm just glad to see him back on his feet again. Oh, indeed. I hope we'll be seeing plenty more of him here at the guild from now on. Yeah, I hope for the best for Lashkar. Lashkar came by again to apologize. He acts like it's a duty he needs to fulfill. At least the drug seems to have worn off. But feelings are a little more difficult to get rid of. Both the good and the bad. Well, as long as Lashkar can find a good way of coping with them, I'm sure he won't have any more problems moving forward. Good. It's nice to see Lashkar just... Okay, yeah, sums it up really, moving forward, doesn't it? It's like, yeah, I don't want to say coping with it, because it's not coping with it. It's not dealing with it. It's not moving past it. It's gonna be a big burden on him. It's a big pain. You know, I just thought, like, why do these look like gas burners when it's clearly Orbital? Wouldn't it be more electric? Or induction? Anyway. If only he'd given up on that idea of his. Ilhan's been immersed in his new business venture lately. Something about mobile payments. He's apparently already been in contact with everyone from software developers to financial institutions. Sounds like it'd be quite the complex system. I wonder if he'll have enough time to work for IOTA during development. Well, trust me, it's a worthy venture. Ilhan's departure would definitely be a less than ideal situation for us. I mean, we've only just managed to get a good process going. Ilhan's development plans are what keep IOTA up and running. Hope he doesn't give it all up for this project. It's a good project though, trust me, it'd be good for him. It'd be good for all of you. I heard about Ilhan's latest business venture. Mobile payments using the T-phone? Sounds so futuristic. It's sure to make everyone and everything more convenient, but I can't help thinking getting all the banks to agree will be a challenge in itself. I mean, do you even have, like, card payments is my question. Because I'm wondering if you've, like, leaped from that, because it's like, you can put your card details on your phone these days, so it's like, yeah. Like, working with the banks, it's like, well, you just have to allow it so, like, the card can be used on your phone. I don't know. It depends on where their technology's at, which is hard to ascertain. I understand why Carlo's so worried now, but I want to root for Ilhan too. Out the way, sir. Your posterior is in my way. Alright. I think I'm almost done with this report for this seminar. T-phones made all my source citing so easy. How are you still typing while looking at me and talking to me? The Institute actually lets me submit assignments by mail, so I'll be living at home for a while yet. As soon as I finish, I shall prioritize writing my essay for the competition. Learning about other fields of research has really been quite thrilling.
Alrighty.
In order to foster a diverse range of scholarship, the Basel Institute of Science holds an annual essay writing competition for everyone to join. The theme changes every year, but usually focuses on issues that can be approached from a variety of fields. Thankfully, urban engineering, my field of study, overlaps with a fair number of others. I'm also more than familiar with its related disciplines. The knowledge I've gained academically, the practices I've encountered through personal interest. I'm hoping to put it all to good use. Oh, good luck to you. Oh, hello. Alright, Ren. It's in your hands now. Of course, let me see if any of my contacts are available. You two sure seem busy. Talking over festival business? Well, since Sasha's here, I assume it has something to do with the sports club. I kind of figured you would have already heard the news. You see, the vendor we use for the festival every year told us he wouldn't be able to get us the supplies we need in time. So not only do we have to find a new vendor, but we have to do it by the end of today, otherwise nothing will be ready for the festival. Yikes. Sounds like you're in a pretty tight spot. And with the festival only 1 month away, huh? Makes sense that you'd come to Ren for help. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be on Do Not Disturb mode for a while. Sorry, I'd like to help you guys out, but don't even worry about it. Outright Solutions can handle it from here. That's right. We'll do everything we can to bring them back. I'll be counting on you, Agnes. I should have this job finished by tonight. And that should give me a few hours to go over everything. Thanks for all your help, Ren. We'll let you get back to it. I worry you two are gonna run yourselves ragged someday. Just promise me you'll take some breathers, alright? Your body needs rest too. Thank you, Sasha. I'll be sure to. Alright, looks like the payment system's up and running. Now I should be able to send this to the bank with no issue. Wait, maybe I should adjust the programming first? Seems like he's working on something. Probably has to do with one of his new businesses. Sounds like he's in his own little world, though. Oh, my apologies. Are you ready to order? I've started a new venture project recently. It's a service for mobile payments. Everything's been moving along rather smoothly. I just have to make a few adjustments to the system on occasion. The entire process has been interesting beyond measure. Even thinking about it gets me excited. Although I suppose I should start paying more attention to what's in front of me. Maybe. A system that replaces physical mirror. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they use like credit cards or anything, so it's just like, huh. That seems strange in its way. It's like they've leaped to using phones. Strange. As long as you have your T-phone on you, there's no need to carry a wallet around. If I actually manage to get this up and running, it's sure to be a success. But I need to remember to keep up with my work at IOTA too. You still want to take your wallet with you, like what if something happens to your phone and you need to pay?
What can I get for you?
Melon smoothie. Plus it should have other information in it, you know. Again, if you don't have power, although I suppose it's Orbital, so it depends how Orbital works. You know. My, you bought quite a bit. Perhaps I went a little too wild with my shopping, yeah? Oh, but the scenery from the observation deck was so magnificent. It's as if it put me into a trance. Well, it being your 4th time there, I would have assumed the wonderment would have worn off by now. Honestly, mistress, to think you would even purchase clothing from those lowly fast fashion establishments. Oh, come now. The merchandise may be a bit cheap, but the quality's still there, isn't it? They're perfect for lounging around in. But forget about that. Did you not have some fun as well, Markley? If I'm remembering correctly, you seemed rather intent on watching that one idol performance. And that's not to mention how many acerbic tomato products you bought at the LaBelle boutique. Well, you see, I may have been a little taken by such grand displays of foreign culture. Oh, it's all right, Markley. Far be it from me to judge you for enjoying yourself. I'm simply glad you were able to find something that caught your interest. Oh, I suppose I have let my guard down. I hope the master doesn't find out. Oh dear. It seems Markley's never stopped wearing his heart on his sleeve. Well, I suppose we have been around the capital for a while now. It's hardly surprising you'd be taken in by all its charms. Perhaps I should take the time to enjoy it all with him. Oh my. Alright, so, do we have a dot left on this side? No, we do not. No dots, no dots. You know, we didn't speak to, what's his name? Was it Connor?
That's just a rumor, right?
We didn't speak to him after what happened previously. Oh, look, the flowers in the trees are coming out. It's starting to bloom. Lovely. So you're leaving them to the guild and the NGO? I'm sure they'll be in good hands. Now I just need to make sure this doesn't happen again. Oh, good luck with that, mate, because, you know, as the mafia was involved. The Dolores. Anyway, let's head on over to the Tyrell District.
Let's get going.
Let's get going! Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello. Welcome back, Inspector Diswani. Are you in the middle of an investigation? Well, I wouldn't call it an investigation per se. I've just got a bad feeling lately, like something big's coming. Yes, so have I. Figured it might be a good idea to patrol around town for some information, just in case, you know? I'm sure that must seem pretty old-fashioned to you young folks. Who does all their investigating by foot anymore? Of course we don't think that. We're just in awe of how thorough you are, Inspector Diswani. I mean, all of our colleagues look up to you. Yeah, they really do. Stoic investigating, swift situation assessment. There's so much you could teach us. Well, I suppose it's rather nice to know my juniors are paying attention. But anyway, if anything happens, just be sure to contact me. You know, it'd be really good to play a Trails game where you're like a police officer. Oh, well. Might be in future. Maybe. Oh, wow. How he's always so cool. Yeah, no kidding. Much better than Nate. Oh, dear. Leave it to Inspector Diswani to use old tricks to break new ground. He might not look it, but we younger officers know full well what a compassionate soul he can be. I mean, the man's got Nate for a direct subordinate. The fact that he hasn't given up on him says it all. Jeez. I just imagine like Nate nearby listening to it being like, oh, no dear. Come to think of it, Nate's head has been in the clouds instead of his work lately. Almost as if something is weighing on him. Probably his girlfriend. I'm not about to... Ooh, hello. I'm not about to insinuate myself into his private life. But the sooner he gets back on solid ground, the better. That guy stuck around. A lot of our newer officers either shrink in fear at Inspector Diswani or write him off as a relic of the past. But his track record speaks for itself. The man climbed his way up the ladder one rung at a time. If anything, we should be tipping our caps to him.
Yay! I get to go shopping with Mommy.
Oh, lovely. Alright, what's happening with you guys? Come to think of it, don't you have some kind of dream, Marilyn? You know, like becoming an actress or an idol? They're pretty competitive industries, but I can't imagine you'd have much trouble fitting in. You're always up to date on all the latest trends. Yeah, no kidding. And you got so many connections too. I mean, weren't you the one that introduced me to Shakar? And that's not to mention how pretty you are. You'd be top seller in no time. Well, I appreciate all the flattery. I'm not really super keen on joining the entertainment world. Besides, I have something else lined up for me. Mysterious as ever, Marilyn. She sure does have plenty of mirror, though. Maybe she's living it up in the shadows. Ooh, you never know. This isn't even scratching the surface of the many mysteries of Marilyn. The biggest one in my book is why she seems to have it in for me all the time. Sorry, Peter. There's no need to worry for my sake. I've already found my life's calling, believe it or not. To be honest, I'm always seen Marilyn as a closed book. Be nice if she opened up to me more. But I still consider us besties anyway, so it's whatever. Get you on the outside first. The recent surge in T-phone usage has made it easier than ever to analyze trends via the Orbital Net. Not only that, it promises to be a valuable tool for scouting new talent. Take for example the numerous young women posting photogenic selfies in which they model their own fashions. Every so often, you'll have a hidden gem among them, who shines exceptionally bright.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
The new flavor they
NIS Academy is holding its school festival soon, aren't they? Maybe I should attend. I've been thinking of going to one of their events for a while anyway. Oh, that just gave me an idea. I can invite Kirk to come with me. I'm hoping I'll be able to give him a chance to get a look at what he's missing out on. Kirk wouldn't look out of place either if he enrolled into high school. He's at the right age, more or less. My dad's the one pushing for him to further his education, though. Me? I think it'd be fine if he joined the workforce. But apparently, neither of them are his thing. All he does now is play basketball on the street. At this point, I'm just looking for a way to spur him into taking his future seriously. Oh. It's a shame Lolo is at Sunday school right now. His father just called with the most wonderful news. Salif's busy season at work is over, you see. He'll be back at home for us for a while, starting tomorrow. Up until now, it had been one business trip after another, to the point where he was away more often than not. Lolo will be bouncing off the walls with joy when he hears about this. Thinking back, I've been growing a lot closer to the people in our neighborhood lately. I happened to bump into one of them during a shopping trip, so I tried taking a page out of Lolo's book and struck up a conversation. Next time I knew, we were friends, and from there, she introduced me to some other fellow housewives. Now I look forward to socializing with them. Once my husband is around again, I'll have no reason to feel lonesome anymore. I just had like a little spark in my head, like thinking of the ideas, like that theory of like where this could go in the future, and the idea that with the theories of like there being a space station, and then they like rewind time in some degree, or like do a little bit of a reset and go back a few years or something like that, but without one of the people around. Like I thought at first maybe Van, and then I thought maybe it'd be Anya's. And I'm thinking back to the first game, Daybreak. So we had it so everything was connected to Van, like all the NPCs. This is where it came from. Like when I was speaking to her, I was like, hold on. I wonder if it would do the same here. It's like, maybe it would do the same in the next game, into the next game that isn't even out in Japan yet. Where it's a case of, in the first game, let me start there. In the first game, we had it where any NPCs we spoke to, anyone Van interacted with, was free from pandemonium. They could move around. Time hadn't stopped for them. Alright? Now I'm thinking there's going to be like a sort of role reversal kind of thing going on. Like Van was basically going to just hold back the demon, and these guys saved him. Like Arkwright Solutions saved him. Right? So I'm thinking there's going to be a similar thing going on, but with Anya's now. Like Anya's is going to be like up on the space station. The timeline's going to go back a little bit, and it's going to be as if she was never even there. But these guys are going to remember. But I think it's going to be a case of anybody that Anya's has interacted with is going to remember her, is going to have some kind of like piece of knowledge. It's like maybe like random NPCs we've spoken to. Like I don't think it'd be something they carry over on a save or anything like that. I just think story-wise, like anyone like she's spoken to, any NPC, like Ren for instance. Obviously all of Arkwright Solutions, like her father. Like, they're gonna remember Anya's. That's what I feel is gonna happen there now, thinking about it. I just try, it's that sort of thing, like just looking at the trends and patterns they have across Daybreak at this point. It's like, I feel like Daybreak 1 is like a sort of, it's almost a setup for what I think is coming in its own way. Like a mini microcosm of where the whole story is going in itself, where it's that case of, this is what Van did, now Anya's is going to do it as well. And there's going to be mirrors of how that played out, like the NPCs and stuff like that. It's like, Anyway. While it's been remodeled a number of times over the years, Macmillan Cafe has stood at this spot for over a century. In fact, its historic value in particular is what draws some of our patrons to visit. Naturally, owning such an establishment can be a heavy burden to bear, but the pride it confers far outweighs the pressure. I plan to keep running it well into the future, Ideally, in a way that lives up to its storied past and previous owners.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
I mean, it's a mixed juice. I'm okay with that.
Please stop by again!
It's a mixed juice for its more sophisticated. Ooh. Hello. Drinkers, yes. There's the kitty. I was gonna say, I need to see the kitty. Aw, you never get any less adorable, Gagayoshi. You know, the owner told me a few things about you. He said you're a regular kitty detective who can pick out bad guys and see trouble coming in our way. Is that true? Oh dear. What am I asking? Of course he can't. Uh-oh. You're staring right at her. Uh-oh. Rumor has it that the anti-immigration terrorists are on the move again. There's no reason to doubt it either, from what I hear. It's hard to picture them pulling off anything major, though, now that they've lost their funding from Erasion. And then again, you never know what people like that are capable of once they're driven into a corner. Speaking of anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade was a real force to be reckoned with back in the day. They used gunships during their attack on the trade conference, as well as these autonomous weapons they got off the black market. Nagayoshi, is it her particularly, or what she's saying? That's the question. Welcome. We're holding a meet and greet for Mr. Aslan here today. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision made in response to his newfound popularity. Our usual venue for this sort of thing is currently unavailable, however. So the owner of Macmillan Cafe kindly agreed to lend us this terrace. We're very grateful to him, as is Mr. Aslan, of course. Of course. Attention everyone, I'll be handing out numbered tickets, so if you could please form an orderly line.
Take wing and soar above the court.
Excuse me. I've been a fan ever since your debut, Aslan. I've seen all your races, working to overcome your meager beginnings, beating out all the others with only half the sponsors. And when you were finally picked up by Ingerd, that was just the push you needed to make it to the Z1. It's been so inspiring to watch you climb the ranks, Aslan. You're my hero. Wow, you really know your stuff, huh? Thanks for standing by me for so long. Never be where I am today without support like yours. Oh, wow. Anything for you, Aslan. Everyone's saying you have a real chance at snatching away Maxim's 4th victory. Whatever happens, we'll always be there to cheer you on. Well, thanks very much. I appreciate it. You know, I've been striving to match Maxim's skill ever since I saw him race Z1 for the first time. And tomorrow I'll finally be able to measure myself against the best of the best. I think I've seen this guy somewhere before. Was it in the papers? That's Aslan. He's a Z1 racer like Maxim. Said to be the Red Comet's new rival, actually. Even though he's still pretty young, he's apparently beat out all the top racers. Heard he's worked pretty hard to do it, too. A serious yet refreshing personality. And I'm sure it doesn't hurt that he's kind of a pretty boy. No wonder he's all the craze lately. Can't be any more disappointing than the other racer we know. I don't know, give him time. He's just too cool. Like freaking bucket of ice water cool. Sure, Maxim is hot, but Aslan stomps him in that category too. Every single race between Aslan and Maxim so far has been a total nail-biter. Tomorrow, the last one of the season, and I'm Aslan all the way. So tell me, Aslan, what are your thoughts heading into the final race? Well, needless to say, I plan to do my level best. But really, this is about more than just winning. It's about pushing myself and my car to the limit. No matter what, I won't give up until I cross that finish line. That's how I plan to pay my respects. To the fans, to my mechanics, and to my fellow racer and esteemed rival, Maxim Lugan. I say, thank you for your time. And might I say, your integrity and passion for the sport really shines through. I can only hope I manage to get them across to our readers. Oh. Wow, Aslan really is an incredible guy. What a guy. Between his handsome face and his skills behind the wheel, it's no wonder he's the hot new thing. Almost makes me feel like I don't even deserve to interview him. Alright.
Well,
It's nice getting a chance to hear from the fans. Knowing that all of them are counting on me to deliver helps sharpen my focus. I'm going to give it everything I've got tomorrow, for my sake and theirs. Oh, I like his attitude, but, you know, it's trails, I don't trust anything. It's like, what's actually going on there? It's like, how's that going to lead to something?
Confirms that on our end.
Are you aware that former President Rocksmith is currently abroad? Now, what could someone who has withdrawn from the political world be hoping to achieve in another country? Probably a holiday? If you fail to provide an explanation, then it could be taken as an international visit under the pretext of a tour of inspection. Or perhaps, despite drawing a line in the sand, he's still maintaining a diplomatic relation with foreign powers. Or he's on holiday. It could just be having a relaxing time. Marielle's still plugging away with her independent investigation. She seemed kind of harried about it too. Dingo set the bar she wanted to reach. Now that he's gone, she probably isn't sure what to make of herself anymore. If you ask me though, Marielle's already developed a distinctive reporting style. Her doubts never stop her from moving forward. That'll go a long way toward reaching her goals. Mr. Langdon never changes though, huh? He always was brown-nosing President Rocksmith to curry favor during the previous administration. Now he's probably going to spend the debate fawning all over President Gramhart and the current party in power instead. We'll just have to bank on Marielle for a fair and unbiased article. Oh. High praise. Now on to the assignment for the political debate and corresponding interviews 2 days from now. We'll have Langdon handle President Gramhart and his party. Marielle can accompany him. Her sense of justice can make her a bit hasty, but we can't deny the experience she's managed to acquire. At this point, be a clue, wouldn't it? Yeah. At this point, I think we can trust her to cut to the hard-hitting questions without crossing the line. Again, it's like high praise for her work, essentially.
I hear that.
I've got some delicious ice cream.
The wait for our new spring medley special is finally over. Come and get it while it's cold. One bite will fill your mouth with a flavor explosion of pulpy spring fruits and fragrant spring flowers. Started out gaining traction bit by bit, but getting featured in Tower Times gave it a real boost. Ice cream really is a thing of endless possibilities. Whipping up new creations like these really drives that point home. Tyrell Times.
What can I get for you?
Spring medley. Give it a go.
Thanks for shopping.
Oh, indeed. Right, any new popcorn?
Care for some popcorn?
I do, actually. Esprit Cinema reopened without a hitch, and I couldn't be happier. There's just no room in my heart for any other theatre. I can feel the excitement rising already. This is the place that made me fall in love with movies as a kid, after all. It means the world to me. I mean, they had renovations. We should see something different when we go. Blue popcorn? Oh, it's a blueberry flavored popcorn. It's like popcorn that's blue? I mean, I'd give it a go, but, you know. Okay. And it looks the same.
Movie on sale at the shop.
What did they renovate?
Why not buy a souvenir?
Home away from home at last. This theatre is just so much more comfortable to me. The one over at Trion Mall has acceptable lineup, so long as you can stomach the way they've styled the place. But they just can't beat the good old-fashioned feel of Esprit, or their expertly curated selection. What's more, it's close to where I live. Movie-going in a familiar environment is the best and only way for me. They mentioned rehauling their sound system, and sure enough, it's easier to pick out the finer details in the audio. I was going to say, like, we're going to find out the details of what they changed through the NPCs. It's like, yep. My ears have gone bad with age, so it's a real treat being able to hear the music and effects so crispy and cleanly.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale.
As your senses deteriorate, it gets harder to notice changes in the score. And if a song features vocals, good luck making out the lyrics.
They all look pretty good.
Esprit Cinema is once again open for business. Your patience has been much appreciated. The renovations were a time-consuming affair, but such is the fate of a vintage structure like ours. It did give me a new appreciation for this building's history, which stretches back to the very dawn of movie making itself. At any rate, we are now able to provide a more comfortable experience to our guests. I hope you continue to make us your theatre of choice. I mean, to be honest, like, it is like between the two that we know of in Edith. Like, this is the one I'd prefer to go to. It's got a more, like, homely feel to it. Incidentally, when you watch a movie, are you aware of the name and style of the studio that produced it? Here in Calvert, there are currently 4 companies that dominate the industry: Vegas Films, Calhoun Pictures, United Star, and Orion Films. Each one has its own unique flair that characterizes the works it puts out. Attempting to identify these tendencies through the films that they are playing can be quite enjoyable, I find.
If you have a ticket, please
Welcome to
proceed
Esprit
the exit.
Cinema's grand reopening. Your patience has been greatly appreciated. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by our audio and air conditioning equipment renovations. Air conditioning as well, okay. But on the bright side, we are now able to provide an even better movie watching experience to our guests. We hope you'll take the time to enjoy it with us.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
And by the way, about the movies we have displayed on the banners out front. I'm afraid our theatre will only be screening them at limited showtimes. My apologies in advance. I hear they're always playing at the Orbital Multiplex over at Trion Mall, though. Well, you're not meant to be selling like another cinema, you know. I've got some time to kill today. Nothing to stop me from catching 2 movies this time. Oh. Would you like to purchase a ticket? What's playing right now?
And enjoy the film.
The Saga of Ravana, The Return of the King. Like, yeah.
We have merchandise.
And how many are in your party? Go with Anya's. And Rosette. That's 3 tickets for the Saga of Ravana, Return of the King. The total will be 600 mela. Purchase.
Thank you for your...
Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theater. Brrr. Long ago, in the Central East, there lived a cruel, heartless king named Valin, who sat upon the throne of an ancient kingdom. He laid heavy taxes on his people, and all who opposed him were met with the executioner's blade. He ruled his kingdom with an iron fist. Around the same time, a hearty country boy named Sindhu met a warrior by the name of Kiara, who managed to escape from the capital. She was Valin's half-sister, and when she informed Sindhu of Valin's misdeeds, he knew he could stand by the wayside no longer. After bidding farewell to his adoptive parents, who raised him after he was abandoned, he set out for the capital together with Kiara. Along the way, the pair crossed paths with an old knight who seceded from the royal army. From him, Sindhu learned the truth of his past. He was the legitimate successor to the throne. Well, it really jumped right to the point, didn't it? And Valin stole his rightful place as king. After his birth, he was nearly assassinated over his claim to the kingdom, but he was able to escape with the help of his nanny. With his nanny? Okay. Armed with the determination to reclaim the throne, Sindhu returned to the capital at long last. As the royal army laid eyes on the gallant swordsman on horseback, they saw Sindhu as the physical manifestation of Ravana, a mythical god.
Let those who have ears hear my words, and those who have eyes behold my face. My name is Sindhu, true heir to the throne.
If you do not wish to perish, we beseech you, clear the way.
My king, the front lines have been breached.
Worry not. What can this rabble hope to accomplish? 17 years ago, that boy escaped the hand of fate. But one can only outrun it for so long.
You disgust me. To think that I share a bloodline with such a vile monster. That won't hold true after today, because your life ends here!
A pathetic delusion for a pathetic traitor. The gallows are much too merciful an end for one such as you. I shall send you to the great beyond with my own hands!
A man's character is determined by what he chooses to protect. You chose poorly, Valen. And that choice will be your undoing.
Well, what happened? Can't tease me like that. Sarah was really impressive as Kiara, don't you think? Indeed. It was interesting seeing her play a more rough and tumble character. Kiara is a far cry from the kind, gentle Sarah we all know. I was also really into the romance between her and Sindhu. Yeah, hard to believe that was her first role. I think she'll have a long career ahead of her. Even though her warrior attire was a bit less revealing than what she wears while dancing, she still managed to give off an air of sensuality. I'll have to compliment her on her performance next time we see her. I believe they made use of one of Alsaim's epic poems as the motif for the movie. Seeing how well put together this production was, makes one wonder how much the film industry will grow in Alsaim from here. I had a lot of different companies from there played a big hand in the making of this movie, even though Vegas Films was the lead producer. Ah, I see. That would certainly explain the high production values. Wonder why the theatre in Trion Mall isn't showing this movie. Well, Valles Investment Bank is the Trion Mall's biggest sponsor, so I'm guessing that has something to do with it. I'm glad I chose this one then. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. We won't view the other film yet. We'll wait and see what's playing at Trion Mall. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. Oh, lovely. So close. Oh. Feels like I haven't been here in forever. And it's not even like it was closed for that long. It's fine though. According to this listing, Esprit's going to be playing movies that aren't showing at the other theatres too. It's kind of annoying how far the mall is from my house, but I don't mind going to either depending on what I'm up to. I mean, it should be fairly simple to get to Trion Mall. Like, you got the metro.
We embarked on a journey.
I'm gonna watch the Saga of Ravana today, in case you're wondering. People are saying it's so flashy it hurts. It's my first time seeing a movie that a studio from Alsaim worked on. Wonder how it'll be. Yeah, so I wonder.
Have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Okay, let's carry on.
You guys?
Let's do it.
Ooh, look at those clothes.
So, you heard about the supposed entertainment maestro, right? It's some guy who's involved in producing all these super successful movies and events, but he's never shown himself in public. Uh-oh. Everyone I know is talking about it. Can't really tell how much of it's true, though. Wonder who he is. Everyone on the net's just taking shots in the dark. Well, the guy's gotta be pretty experienced, yeah? But man, it's crazy that he's produced so many genres. Calling him just a genius would be putting it lightly.
Well,
I'm not saying I believe them, but this sort of rumor always sparks up some real crackpot theories. Especially when it comes to anonymous legends. The message boards go off the deep end trying to piece together their identities. Yeah, I've even seen some people say the entertainment maestro is actually the president in disguise. And that's just for starters. Who could it be? Rumors like these tend to lose their luster once the veil of intrigue wears off, yes. But still, the veil. But still, hearing about a maestro who actually has something to show for it really makes you wonder who they might be. Indeed. Anybody we know?
Stopping by.
Hey, Calhoun. Where have you been this whole time? You could have at least told us where you were going. I was practically holding on by a thread without you. Oh, I didn't really go anywhere. I just had a few errands to deal with, you know? Sorry you had to cover for me. Oh, come on. Do you really think I'd fall for such an obvious lie? It's not like I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, if it was some top secret mission, just say so. Otherwise, spill the beans, Calhoun. Fine, I went to a martial arts training camp, alright? She doesn't need to know I was there as a spy, though. No. Apologies, I've said too much. My lips are sealed as far as Heiwei is concerned.
May I help you?
Mapo tofu, please. Actually, we get quite a few of them because craft points.
Thank you.
Indeed. Cowhand's really got to learn how to trust me more. I already know about his big secret. And even if I didn't, we're still co-workers. Well, look who it is. It's been a while since Arkwright Solutions had a company get-together here. I heard about your escapades in Longport, as well as your run-in with Zhao a few days afterward. So you already know what went down on Nemeth. Doesn't sound like it stopped you from taking a back seat, though. Got an overview of what the Lee family's deal is. Were there any updates on that front? Well, nothing has changed in any major way. Essentially, all is going according to Zhao's designs. The Liu family still has quite a bit of work, though. However, I doubt it'll be smooth sailing. Everybody's dancing in the palm of that arsehole's hand, pisses me off like you wouldn't believe. Guess that means we'd better keep our eyes open for any more activity from Heiwei. Ideally, we won't get dragged into it ourselves, but let's be ready to pivot just in case. At this point, Heiwei's current turmoil doesn't allow for any of us to take a back seat, as you so put it. Just be sure to watch yourselves out there. Oh, I always am. Hello.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Both of you? Well, if it's a van! Fancy meeting you here. I'm glad to see you're all doing well. Oh, hey, Gotti. Lam. You two going over plans for that big collab you mentioned? Got it in one, Van. We've actually just about finished filming for it, too. All that's left is a little fine-tuning and drawing up a layout for the final scene. I don't know why, but part of me wants one of those craps to just start getting up and start walking away. Just be like, I'm just gonna get out of here. We managed to work out most of our plans before filming, but Gotti and I couldn't help adding a few additions. There are quite a few surprises in this one. I believe the ending will be even more provocative than either of us expected. Sounds like you two are pretty fired up about this. Can't wait to see it in theaters. Well, you're all done your fair share in helping us both, so we're planning on inviting you to the initial screening. Just you wait, kiddos. It'll be one for the history books. Premiere? Thank you once again for your assistance on Nemeth Island. It was a tense few days, but that's only made it all the more memorable, for better or worse. Perhaps that's also why my last meeting with director Gotti feels like such a distant memory. At any rate, I look forward to bouncing ideas off one another. It's always a joy to see a project take shape. Oh yeah, Aramis Academy is holding their school festival in April, aren't they? Production should really reach a good stopping point. By then, maybe we'll swing by and see what kind of passion those kids can drum up. Din-din-din-din-din-din-din-din.
I found this cute little shop the other day.
Did you? Where was it? Now, where's the newest Bravely Legends volume? Or that copy of Woo Baby? Aha! There we are. At least you found Bravely Legends. That's an instant buy for me. I'll admit my eyes often wander over this section while searching for work-related materials. But these days, I can save time looking up resources and gathering information on my T-phone. That gives me the freedom to enjoy my favorite comics out in the open. Speaking of Bravely Legends, last week's chapter featured a stark deviation from its usual material. Weaving in elements of underworld wheeling and dealing into the plot was both fresh and captivating, no doubt. It did come as a surprise seeing Jay Segel draw on the topic in particular. I have to wonder what spurred it on. Yes, I wonder. Hello there, Albert. Yes. So, the business you mentioned having to take care of this afternoon really was your part-time job. Speaking of which, I completely forgot that I was scheduled for a shift today. I wound up having to cancel my appointment with Odette at the last minute. Oh well, but don't go overexerting yourself if you're tired, alright? That's a funny thing to say given how much harder you've been working on, yes? You seem to be managing pretty well for yourself though, so I won't harp on it. Well, if it's rest and relaxation you need, there's nothing more refreshing than a trip to the sauna. That sounds pretty tempting, actually. Hold on, since when did you have a stake in this conversation? Now? How could I let my work schedule just slip my mind like that? Clearly I'm in the need of a good long break. One secret to our popularity is that we always strive to keep our customers engaged. That includes doing fairs and collaborations on a regular basis in order to keep ourselves relevant. Last year we had a tie-in with the film festival and set up a booth at the Revolution Festival. And if all goes well, we'll be holding yet another different event here tomorrow.
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
The World from Solaris. Photo book. Gift for Catra.
I hope to see you again.
Let's have a look
got
at
any
it.
plans?
Giving that to Catra. Oh, we got that, didn't we?
What? You expecting thanks?
Yes.
Thanks.
There we go. Like, polite. Catra is polite. Very polite. You are, Catra. You're very polite. Right, so, let's actually... Oh, no. Do you remember that idol duo that started up last year? Here they've been scrambling all over the place doing live concert after live concert. Just my luck they'd stop performing at the concert hall right when I decided to go see them. Oh well, sure I'll get another chance at Trion Mall or some other venue. There we go. Right, now, as I was going to say, we'll end this part here, and in the next part we'll head on over to the Satan District and see about that 4SPG. Yes. So we shall see you over in the next part. Ta-da! For now.